So let's jump straight into Sudowrite and set up the first chapter. Open up a new project and create a new exercise. Just title it The Way Things Could Have Been. You can write a short description of the event if you want to change it for your character. Then come down to Story Bible and click it on. And we're going to jump straight to outline. And we're going to copy paste the exercise that's usually posted by the Sudowrite bot on Discord. Watch, I'll show you right here. And you come down here in the Discord and the exercises. You can see that Sudobot posts a fresh exercise for you every week. So what if you don't know what to do with these? Well, John Creson showed us how exactly to do this. Basically, we copy and paste right into our outline. And then we go into genre and pick whatever we want. Let's do a enemies to lovers romance. And then we'll jump to style. And let's use the new featured styles that just came out. Let's see, they have so many to choose from. Okay, let's not do erotica or smutty. Let's go back to charming and for a cozy romance. And let's add in immersive details. Now that we got genre and style in, and of course the Sudowrite exercise of the week, well, now we can start generating. Let's see what it comes up with. Actually, before we do that, it's a very important thing. The blank document hasn't been linked to the outline, and that's really important before you start. So let's make sure we update this and choose our chapter 1 so it knows to refer back to the outline. As you can see, I'm not really familiar with the story generator because I usually just start writing into the chapter. Now from here we can use the chapter generator and choose the scene directions. Okay, here you can see it's pretty generalized. You can come in and instead of have the character tidy up, come up with a name like have Julia tidy up. I'm going to copy and paste this so I don't have to keep typing it up. So, and then you have to get rid of the them because it's going to Julia's a her. Anyways, so now that we have the scene directions, we're going to choose our model, and this is the new prose mode selector that also recently came out, and it's really pretty. Since we're experimenting, let's go with basic, and it uses GPT-4o mini. Which is very cheap. and great for experimenting with prose. So let's use basic and generate. And there it goes. And it just gave us 528 words from just that exercise. Let's see how it came out. Julia hummed softly to herself, the comforting aroma of fresh coffee curling through her cluttered apartment like an old friend. She reached for the shipped mug sitting on the edge of her desk, its bottom still warm from this morning's brew. One day, I'll have matching mugs, she muttered, rolling her eyes at the collection of mismatched ceramics that had become a badge of honor in her haphazard life. With a quick flick of her wrist, she straightened the picture frame that perched precariously next to a stack of unopened mail. The picture captured a moment frozen in time. Her and Alex grinning like fools at a small corner cafe, sunlight slicing through the trees behind them. Julia's heart gave a little flutter at the memory. She wandered over to the window, the rain drumming a steady rhythm against the glass. Resting her palms against the cool surface, she traced a raindrop as it meandered down, losing herself in thought. How did we end up here? She whispered to the empty room, a smile creeping onto her lips. Her mind drifted back to the day they first met, a chaotic afternoon tinted with the scent of pastries and the clamor of caffeinated conversations. It was a sunny day just like today, the light pouring into the cafe like liquid gold. She had been fumbling with her coat, its sleeves getting caught in a zipper, when she collided with someone. A startled gasp escaped her, and she froze, her cheeks warming as she looked up to see him. "Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you," she had blurted, her heart racing. The laughter in his eyes made her stomach flip, a mixture of annoyance and intrigue. As she stood there, lost in the loud chatter of the patrons and the delicate aroma of cinnamon rolls, Julia couldn't help but think how different her life could have been if they hadn't spent that whole encounter bickering about which pastry was superior. The image of them both standing in the tidy office flashed in her mind, papers neatly stacked, everything in its place. They would have been organizing their desks together, flipping through a planner that was perfectly arranged. Maybe they would have watered a thriving plant, its leaves lush and green, symbolizing their flawless routine. But those thoughts melted away like sugar in hot coffee. She watched the rain cascade down the glass. She suckled softly to herself. Oh, let's face it, I'd probably trip over the plant and spill water everywhere. Julia reached for the framed photo again, her fingers lingering on the edges. They had come so far since that first meeting. The messiness of life had wrapped around them like an embrace. This cozy chaos was theirs, and she wouldn't trade it for anything. Together in this delightful disaster, she whispered, smiling as she placed the photo back on the shelf. With a soft sigh, she turned back to watch the rain, feeling the warmth spread through her chest. Somehow, amidst all the arguments and playful banter, she knew deep down that this was where she belonged, right in the middle of the beautiful mess. Okay, that was, well, basic. It needs a lot of work. Anyone that just thinks this is not a first draft and instantly hits publish on something like this needs to really refigure out their own voice, because you want to apply your own style to this. This is exactly a first draft. It has errors, it has just a basic universal premise, but this is better than looking at a blank document and wondering what to do with yourself. So after you generate something like this, I would go by line and really figure out where you want your story to go. If this is exactly what you want, and if not, where are you going to change it? What are you going to do to it? Are you really going to have her whisper to the empty room, a smile creeping on her lips? You're going to keep the heart racing there, although for a meet cute that might fit. It's a little cringy, but it fits. And I would definitely come down and remove something like this. I mean, that's, what the heck is that? Well, that's one way of doing it. Let's do another one. Let's see. There's another exercise of the week already called Memory Mosaic. Write a 500-word short story that gradually reveals the character's memory. This memory should be pivotal in defining who they are. Structure the story in such a way that every paragraph reveals a part of that memory. Aim for atmosphere and sensory detail. You should not just be narrating the memory itself, you're also exposing your character's emotional response to it. Show, don't tell, and use the opportunity to disclose critical details about your character based on this memory. Let's do the copy pasta and jump back over here. No, this time we're going to choose something different. Delete this, go back to featured styles. Let's do gritty for the underbellies and outskirts of society, and a liberal use of swear words. Awesome. So let's use that one. So what kind of genre should we have? Let's not do romance this time. Let's do suspense thriller. And remember, you can really thicken up your genre with themes and tropes, but if we're just doing like quick exercises just to get our creativity moving, this is, oh my, this does have bad words. Oh well. Pearl clutching, intensifying, I guess. So back to outline, and now we just erase the old and pasta in the new. Go back to chapter 1. Let's unlink the old and update it with the new one. Erase the old scene directions. And let's pick a new scene directions. Da, 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 da. This takes a little bit, but that's okay, it's worth it. I'm still gonna fast forward that. Alright, here we go. Navigate the protagonist through a crowded market, describing the chaotic mix of smells, including street food and something jarring that triggers a memory. Sound of a car backfiring to trigger another piece of the memory. It sounds like he might have PTSD. Use the sight of a police car or a specific color to bring the memory into sharpened focus. Revealing the full impact of the traumatic event. End with the protagonist clenching their fists and oh no, no. No, let's not do determined look in their eyes. Oh my god. And how about clenching their jaw? But not in their eyes, because that would be weird. We don't do body horror. As they walk away, showing how this memory has shaped their current persona. It's at a gritty military scene. Oh wait, didn't I say suspense thriller? Of a gritty stakeout where things went wrong. their emotional anxiety as they relive the trauma. Immerse the reader in the protagonist's memories. Not only shape their current persona, but also how they will keep moving forward. And not letting their trauma define them. Alright, let's generate mode. GPT-4o Mini is great for figuring out what you want to do with your story. Let's go with Sonnet since it deals with emotions. Sonnet is so much better with that. So let's use Excellent. Generate. And that came out rather sparse. That was what? 279. Oh, come on. That one didn't come out as good. Let's see. Let's generate beats. So we're going to add a blank document. Get it out of chapter generator. Let's paste in what I had taken out. And we're going to use a plugin try to thicken it up. Go back here. All right, let's start again. Okay, this is so much better. At first glance anyways. Is it still writing? Sorry for the scrolling. It is still going. And it stopped. Okay, good. And it gave how much? With just that little bit of expanded beats. 3,586 words. Huh. Thickening up your beats works. Right there, proof in the pudding. Let's Let's see, as far as the prose goes, has a decent opener. I like this. We can see Jack has a bit of a chip on his shoulder. Oh god, he stepped in something, yuck. Yeah, I wouldn't want to look down either, which is a good detail there. Let's move on. Let's see, bang. A car backfired nearby, the sound echoing off the cramped market stalls. Jack's body reacted before his mind could catch up. He dropped low, diving behind a rickety fruit stand, scattering apples across the dirty pavement. In an instant he was back there, the ill-fated stakeout that had haunted him for years. The smell of gunpowder filled his nose, placing the market's pungent aromas. War's war, no matter where you fight it, and it follows you home, doesn't it? Oh, that's profound. I like this. And all of this from just one exercise. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on more creative writing exercises and tips. Huge thanks to John Creson for the tip on how to do the writing exercises in a fast and fun way. Until next time, happy writing.